Hi everyone, I'm Lily and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this Kim K Glam. I hope you enjoy it. Here's the inspo for today's look. I really want to try and achieve that bright under eye as well as that pink blush. For my brows I'm going to use the Pink Honey Original Glue. Spraying inside with some Primark Fix Plus. Well, it's the dupe, it's only £1.50. It smells so good. This is what it looks like, by the way. Prime and Infuse spray. This is the coconut one, I think. So I just wind my spoolie in here. This is the spoolie that comes with the Pink Honey Glue. The first coat is always a little bit wet, so I like to let it dry a little bit and then it starts to get tackier. I'm also so aware of how many Kim K looks I have on my channel. I think every time I sit down for a YouTube video, she always happens to have come out with a makeup look that I want to do. But she's a muse, so why not? My final step to my brows is going in with the Refy Beauty pencil. This launched in 2020. It's from Jess Hunt's brand. And the pencil is one of the thinnest I've ever used. It's so thin and you can create hair-like strokes, which is what I'm going to do. And there's the difference. So underneath I do a straight line at the front and then take the strokes upwards. My left eyebrow is actually a lot thicker than my right now. My right one always used to be my favourite, but they've switched. So I don't have to do as many hair strokes on this side. That is my brows complete. 2 very easy steps. For my eyeshadow base, I'm going to mix the P. Louise base in Rumour 2 with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Medium Peach. This is the hydrating version. I'm mixing these two because I do find the shade that I've got the P. Louise base in to be a little bit light, and I want it to be closer to my skin tone so I can really have that blend with my eyeshadow and my face makeup. I just have it on the back of my hand like this. I really need to get one of those face palette things. You know that you can put your foundation and creams on instead of doing this. I'm just going to use this to carve out the brow and prep my eyelids. I'm really taking that product out to my temples because that is the eyeshadow shape I like to go for. Now I'm just buffing that in. The 2 brushes that I've used so far are both from Zoeva. They're my favourite and I've used them for years, ever since I got them. Take a little bit under the outer corners. Eye look is very simple. It's a really lovely warm brown, and for this I'm going to use the Morphe X Madison Beer palette. One of my favourites to come from 2020. This is the inside and I'm going to take that warm brown shade there. Okay, so I'm going to circle that into the crease and then look forward and start creating the shape that I like, which is a blown out wing type shape. So then once I have the shape, I'm going to start blending over the edge. I do like to take it under the front of my eyebrow into my nose because it creates some nice depth for my nose contour later. But I like to keep the eyebrow bone open and highlighted. So once I have my eyeshadow shape like this, I'm completely finished. I'm just going to now add a wing. I'm going to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper Black. So I'm first going to draw a line as if the bottom waterline is going to continue up towards the tail of my brow. And then I'm going to draw a line in where I'd like it to go to, because that line is when I look forward you can still see the wing. I'm really doing this for you guys. Normally I'd be mirror down, hands in, 2 hands, doing my liner, and I'm doing it like this. I think I'm going to stick to this half wing, not go all the way over. I think that's what she has as well. For lashes, I really want a thick, flowery look. So, oh guys, I need to show you this brand's package. They're called Laguna Lashes on Instagram, and their goal is to change the way that the beauty industry contributes to the environment. So their entire packaging is eco-friendly. This is their packaging. Oh, it is just so beautiful, and the fact that it is eco-friendly is just amazing. Everything is paper from this part down to the lash packaging itself. They currently have 4 styles out, and the pair that I'm going to use today are in the style Malibu. This is all paper. even this bit. I'm using the green duo glue to coat my lashes. My favourite lash glues are this one and the one from House of Lashes. They're both latex free and both very sticky. While I wait for the lashes to dry, I'm just going to do an inner wing. So I take it from where my lashes stop down to the inner corner. I think I waited too long for my lashes. I'm just putting another coat on. Just a really thin layer. I decided to connect the line, guys. It was in the heat of the moment, I waited my lashes to go on and I really didn't want that gap. Now that gap you sometimes get when you put your lashes on and you can see that bit of skin. That is helped a lot by tight lining, putting eyeliner in that section underneath the eye, but I wanted to ensure it. Priming the face with e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the Milani foundation in the shade Light Tan. They're 2-in-1 foundation, and I'm using a Molly O'Brien Lulu brush. This is my new favourite Molly O'Brien brush. One of my favourite finds from 2020 for brushes. For my cream contour, I'm taking the Too Faced Toffee Born This Way foundation. I exceeded my daily dose there, but it's alright, I'm going to clean up concealer. Using the same e.l.f. concealer as earlier. I'm blending that in with the Molly O'Brien Tari brush. I like using brushes because it allows me to be more precise. And as I'm doing this, I don't just press down on the tip of the brush, I lay it down flat and then continue to push in like that. That way you keep the coverage and don't have brush strokes. Well, Molly O'Brien brushes never give you brush strokes anyway. This is a stage where I go all over with a beauty blender just to make everything seamless. For my blush, I'm going to use some of the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. This is going to start the process for that really bright pink blusher Kim has. And I'm focusing that mainly on my cheekbone and into my temple. Oh, that just looks so good on the skin. Remembering that I really want to achieve that bright under eye, I'm going in with a brightening concealer. Just in this section mainly. I don't know why I ever stopped doing that. I used to do it on a daily and I just stopped. To set the face in place, I'm going to use the Kylie Pink Setting Powder. I feel like this one is going to be perfect for achieving that bright under eye. Wow, that powder is so good. I don't know why I do this. I start using other products because I want to try new things, obviously. And then you use one again, which is quite a dangerous game because now I don't think I'm going to want to go back to another one. And I'm just tapping over my face with a foundation powder just to set the rest of my skin. Now I'm so excited I have this item because my sister always had this and I didn't. And whenever I used to get ready with her, lockdown times, you know, I'd always take it to use it. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Wow, the most buttery, smoothest contour palette ever. Like, if I had to never find a contour palette again and just stick with this one for the rest of my life, I'd be good. So I'm just circling this on a Morphe brush on my cheekbone and into the hollow of my face. Then Kim's skin is really warm, so I'm going to take the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and put this on all the high points of my face. Now baking with the RCMA No Colour Powder. And then also using this to reverse contour my nose. Sometimes I wish we could walk around like this. I think it looks good. Right, using this fluffy angled brush, I'm going under my nose. Then creating the button. The bake is likely to come off in that process because obviously you are using a brush there, but you just go in again. Kim has this inner corner connected, so I'm going to try to do that. Like that. Can you guys see the difference? Quite like that actually. I never do that. Now I'm actually going to use Matte Give Me Sun under my eyes, just so it ties in with my face more. And then I'm going to use this mascara, it's so big, from Diego Dalla Palma. It's an Italian brand, I believe. I didn't even go in heavy because it's so thick, but I think that's a good mascara. Then I'm going to take this under my lashes to blend them. It looks so long. Now dusting this off. And once it's gone, I actually circle this onto my cheekbones. I feel like it just airbrushes your cheeks out. I think a tiny little bit more bronzer, and then I'm going to add on the pink blush. Just because the warm bronzer has made my blush look a little bit peachy. I'm going to use this pink blush from one of Kylie's old palettes. It's a really, really bright pink. So I'm going to put this on the areas it was in before. And then Kim also has it on her cheek, so I'm slowly bringing that down. I think this camera's really washing me out. Just patting concealer down my nose because I feel like the bridge got lost a little bit. Then I'm just going to blend my inner section here. It's time for a picture check. Alright, I think we're almost there. I'm going to do a little bit more nose contour and then it's time for lips, and I think the look's done. I'm taking this really lightly. It just needed to be a little bit stronger. That's better. And then I'll just blend the edges a little bit. I don't actually think Kim has any highlighter on. A little bit on her nose actually. Let's do that. I'm going to use the Anastasia X Amrezy highlighter. I think I'm just going to put it on my bridge. A little bit there. I'm really trying to get my lips on before my camera dies again. Come on brush, where are you? Alright, I'm just going to use you. I'm taking my Morphe Contour palette. Then I'm using NYX Need Me liner. Need a bit of a browner line. I have loads of translucent powder in my hair. Okay, for my lipstick I'm going to use the Doll Beauty lipstick in the shade Doled Out. Yeah, tap this in a hanger. That's the look we want. We just need to make the lip line a little bit more defined. This is MAC Spice liner. Guys, I think we're finished. I like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed watching this video and you'd like to see more from me. See you next time.